Hey guys, Mr. Anderson down at the Edge of Martial Arts. Going to be doing our intermediate class, or purple blue, and then above class. Alright, let's get started. We're going to be doing a lot of jumping today. So ready, let's do this. Toes touch, hands on their side, chariot, kyungin. Good back. Good. Alright, ready? So we're going to do a lot of jumping. This is going to take a while. We're going to do one thing, and it's just going to go on for like the whole rest of the class. So we'll just let's get warmed up, because we got to get our legs warmed up for this kick that we're going to do. Alright, ready? Let's get warmed up. So jog in place. Here. Start to get your knees up a little bit. Don't be down here. Get your knees up a little bit. It doesn't have to be super high like your shoulders. Just getting them up. Get the blood flowing in your legs. Right? Think you're stuck at home. Right? You're all cooped up. Get your body loose. Get your body moving. Ready? And relax. Let's do some jumping jacks. Right up. Feet out as you do this. Reach up. Get your shoulders loose. Maybe you go faster. And relax. Ready? Let's do some crisscrosses. So I hop, feet cross, uncross, cross, uncross, cross, uncross. Just going back and forth. Try not to move forward when you do this. See how I'm moving forward? Just stay in place. And relax. Alright, ready? Do some lunges on the ground. Don't let your knee ever touch. Get low. And relax. Other side. Same thing. Right here. When we're doing this kick today, make sure you have plenty of room in front of you. So make sure you back up. You have enough room going forward. If not, think when we're doing this and you're jumping, make sure you jump up. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit. But make sure that you don't jump forward too much. Kick something, knock something over. Or just, slam your knee into something. That's not fun. We're over here, so we go back down. And ready, let's relax. Hop on the ground. Straddle stretch. Feet apart. Hand in front, hand behind you. Belly faces towards one foot. Push yourself out to that foot. So over here, push myself out. Ready? I'm going to lean forward. Lock your hands out. Arch your back, keep your chin up. Toes up to the ceiling. Legs flat. Just stay here and hold. Breathe. Just relax. Start to relax into the stretch. It's good to stretch because, especially when we're doing kicks, we don't want to pull something when we kick. You start going faster, throw that in, and all of a sudden you're a pop or a rip or whatever. That's not fun. That's not going to be good. Especially when you're cooped up a little bit, and then you start doing this, right? What starts to happen? You start to get, right, you're not as flexible, or start to get tense, right? And then you start doing this, and then you're probably really going to start to pull something. Ready? Let's reach out to one side, grab your toes. So we're going to do the stretch, and we're going to go out a little bit further, but right now, just grab your toes. If you can't get your toes, grab your pant leg, pull yourself to your toes, or your foot. Remember, chin up, not down. Keep it up, pulling yourself forward. Ready to relax, go to the other side, same thing. Chin up, reach, pull. Ready? Stay here, relax. Just going to do this, same thing. One hand in front, one hand behind. Even if it's an inch or just a tiny bit, a little bit, that's fine. Push yourself out a little bit further. If it's a lot, great. If it's just a little bit, we'll make sure you get there. Ready? So here, don't hurt yourself. Push out a little bit further. If it's a lot, great. If not, just stay here, same thing. Reach out to the center. Just relax into the stretch. Remember, keep your back arched. Don't hunch over trying to get your stomach to your belt or anything. Keep up. Your toes should stay up still. Hopefully we remember this. We've done this a couple times, right? Okay, ready to reach out to one side. Go back to our toes. Get a little bit further, right? Legs are further apart, but now we're also going to try and get a little bit closer to our foot. If we can't, we don't. But that's what we're trying to get to. Remember, keep your chin up. Remember, as I'm on this side, these toes stay up. They don't drop down like this. They stay up. And relax to the other side, same thing. Reach out, grab, we lean, we arch, and we stay. We make sure we focus on these toes also staying up. Make sure if you're grabbing, obviously, grab your pant leg, don't let these toes drop. But, starting to be over here. Ready? And relax. Let's pull yourself back so your hands behind you. Pull your seat back. Feet just kind of drag in front of you. Shake your legs out, whatever you gotta do. Ready? And butterfly stretch. in. I'm going to scoot up just a little bit closer. Right here. Up tall, arch your back, and then knees bounce. Think if you haven't been doing much, right, which hopefully you're not slacking, but if you have been slacking, it's okay. We're doing this stretch, we're getting the blood. This is dynamic stretching, our legs are moving as we're stretching into it, so the blood's flowing and we're starting to get more, just getting loose, right, obviously, but then you're getting blood flow into your legs a little bit better than just sitting around doing nothing, right? So we're going to have our legs move a lot while we're doing this. Ready? And now we're going to switch into a little bit different stretching. So grab your ankles, elbows, push your knees to the floor. So now you're trying to get more flexible. So rather than just getting your legs loose or used to moving around, right? Now we're actually going to be pushing them a little bit further into to get more flexible. So here, pushing, pushing, holding and holding. Just focus. Remember, you don't want to hunch over. You want to stay up as you do this. Push. You should start to feel this in this part of your leg, right? Or your hips, not your leg. Here, and relax. Ready? Do hip stretch. So foot up on your knee. Get shorter or smaller, whatever you want to think of. Think about getting like more compact since we're here, rather than being big. Chin forward. Chin is also up. Arching my back. Just staying here. Remember, don't do it because it's weird. You're not touching your foot to your face. But don't do it because it's weird. Here. And let's switch to the other side. Remember, if at any point in time, if you need longer stretch, pause the video or watch it again. And then just get longer stretch if you need to. If you want to push yourself out further, go ahead. Get more reps in. Just staying here. Alright, let's relax. So, shake your legs out. So before we get started, remember, anytime you do something new, especially if it's like a new kick, okay? It's a new kick, always start low, start slow. Even though we're jumping, right, don't try and kick super, super high, because that's how you kick. You slip, right, you don't catch yourself when you fall down, and then you fall on your back and knock the wind out of you or hit your head on the floor. Don't do that, that's not going to be fun. I have a mat, so if I fall, it's still going to hurt, but I have somewhat of a cushion. You might not have that, right? So make sure you don't fall. Be careful, right? Watch yourself, okay? Remember, kick low and then go slow, okay? At any point in time, if you're not comfortable with anything, just wait till you get back to the school. Go slow, get the mechanics down, start to be fluid with it so you're going and you're not stopping. You're still slow, but you're not stopping. Then all you have left to do is just come here, kick a paper, or kick somebody, right? And then go fast and do it, right? So you choose. We're doing extra papers, right? Start to kick it there, or in sparring, right? So then you can start to go a little bit faster. So while you're at home, if you be careful, right? If you can go faster, great. But don't slip, don't fall, be careful. And then also, don't kick so high, because I don't want your foot to come on there and then you land on your back, so be careful. Ready? All right, how many times did I say be careful? I don't know. Ready? It's hopping up. So now if you get hurt, it's your fault. Ready? So we're here. All right. We're just going to take one foot. We're going to kick with this foot, right? And I'm going to be angling, so we have different angles today. But think we're going to kick with the same foot every time. That way you get that side down. Once you get that side down, it's easier to just replicate onto the other side. Rather than kind of getting like 50% of it and then going to the other side, let's just get 100% of it. Let's get pretty good at it. And then you can just kind of go do this side, right? And you go, okay, then just replicate it on the other side. Or you can watch and then just do it, watch the video again, and you can do it on the other side. I'm going to do one side though today. Right, so let's get into like a Muay Thai stance. So we're here. Now, when we're doing this, we could be in a karate stance. Okay? I'm going to have us do a Muay Thai stance just for right now, so it's less rotation on our hips, and then eventually we can go into that karate stance. Or like if we're like point fighting, right? If we're in this for sparring class, right? Then that'd be more there. But just for less rotation, let's just be forward for Muay Thai stance. Right, we're here. So we have this foot step back, this foot in front. Ready? So our hands are up. I think this is your left foot, this is my right foot, so we're here. Now watch, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knee up. This is the easy part, so let's keep our hands up while we're doing this. When we start to get to the hard part, I'll let you know, then we'll drop our hands. But right now, keep them up. It's just easier, right? And then we focus on blocking right now, so it stays in our brain. Watch, I'm going to take my back knee, your back one, not your front one, your back one, so this one. I bring my knee up, come back down. Almost like I'm trying to knee myself in the chest. But notice as I do it, I don't hunch over to do it because also I don't want to knee myself in the chin. So over here, I bring my knee up. That's all I'm doing. It's almost like a terrible knee strike, right? Like when we're doing white, gold, green knee strikes. It's almost like a terrible knee strike. All you're doing is just bring your knee up. If you want to think like something else, you can think of like a thrust kick, right? When we do our back leg thrust kicks, that would be something for to set up for. We're just not going to throw a kick out for that, right? So we're here, bring your knee up, come back, bring up, and then come back. Now, this time, when you bring your knee up, notice I've been sitting back. I hope you've been copying, right? Hopefully you're following along. This time I want you to sit down forward. So if you weren't following, right, and you were sitting down and forward, this works out for you. So right, we're here. I'm going to back a little more just to make sure you can see my feet. So we're here, right? I'm going to bring my knee up, sit down in front. So now I have my other side in front. So now this side's in front, this side's behind us. Right? Let's come back. Ready? Bring it up, set down. Okay, come back. Bring it up, set down. Good, come back. Ready? Let's keep our hands up still. Ready? Up, back. Ready? Up, back. Or you could do a back leg thrust kick in this. Right? Let's say this is the setup for a kick, right? We start throwing this, right? They start thinking lower, then we can lead up to our kick that we're going to do. So right here, bring my knee up. I don't kick, I just set down. Now, this time you set down in front. I want you to take your toes, instead of landing so your toes point at you, or point at me in this case, I want your toes to point outside. So your toes are pointing that way. So watch, ready? I'm here, follow along. I bring my knee up. When I bring my knee up, I'm going to take my toes, I'm going to turn, and then set down. So watch, I lift up, turn my toes sideways, set down. So ready? Bring up my toes up, pointing at you. Turn them that way. Come down. Ready? Up, down. Obviously I'm stepping forward still, not stepping back. So over here, I wouldn't want to step over here like that. So right, I lift up, turn, step. When I start to do that, that's going to naturally start to do what with my body? It's going to take my hips and start to turn it where? But right now it's diagonal, but eventually it's going to start to turn it sideways. Okay? So we're here, watch. I have my hands up, lift up, turn, step. Alright, so one more time. Ready? Up, turn, step. Now freeze. Take your other foot, which I believe is your left foot, my right. Bring your foot up into a round kick chamber. And then sit down. Ready? Just come back. So lift up, turn, step. Bring it up into that chamber. Sit down. Come back. Ready? Up, turn, step, chamber. Come back. Let's go back. Now this time, instead of stepping, I want you to hop. Here's what I mean. Watch. So I lift up, here, I hop. And then I can bring my foot up. Ready? So let's come back. So here, follow me. Ready? Up, turn, step. No, don't step, hop. Ready? So lift up, here, I hop on my foot. And then I bring my chamber up. So if I hop and I land and my foot's like this far off the ground, oh well. Then I bring my chamber up. Now I'm getting here. Right? Obviously the next step is to bring it up after you hop. So watch. We're here, we lift up. Now when I hop, I bring it into my chamber. Okay, so let's come back. Same thing, I lift up, I hop into that chamber. We're here, same thing, we lift up, turn, hop into that chamber. Now as you notice, right, when we turn, when we land, it's kind of diagonal. But now that you get that chamber, it starts to turn your body sideways more. When we're sideways more, we're starting to get our body angled more, so that way our leg turns over, so then we can throw that round kick. So over here, hands are up. Now, drop your hands, this is the hard part now, so let's relax. Your hands, wherever they are, doesn't matter, just don't have them in the way. Focus on your legs, your hips, and your body mechanics rather than your arms. Ready? So, up, turn, hop, chamber. Throw that kick out there. Let's come back, ready? So now we're starting to put the steps together. Ready? We up, turn, hop, chamber, kick, set down. Right? Here, up, turn, hop, chamber, kick. Notice we're landing on one foot. Now we can throw the other one. Right over here, that way it also turns our hips over. So don't do this. I see this sometimes. Don't do that. Make sure you land on one foot. Ready? So your back foot in this case. So bring it up, turn, land, chamber, kick. Don't worry about your hands blocking right now. Ready? We're here. Lift up, turn, chamber, kick, and we're back. Now, start to be more fluid. Remember, you're still going slow, but be more fluid. Here's what I mean. So what? If I'm going, and I lift up, and I stop, and I go, and then I bring it up, and then I kick. That's not fluid, right? I'm stopping. You can see the individual step by step by step because I'm stopping. You want to keep it fluid. Now, you'll still be able to see the steps because I've told you the steps, but think, now I'm not going here, stop, then the second step, stop, then the third step, stop, right? So just watch, right? We're here, so now if you can copy me, great. If not, just watch if you're not confident with it yet. Ready? So watch, I lift up here, there. That was better, wasn't as fluid as we wanted it to be. So right over here, come back. Now, I go slow, but I didn't stop. I never held something and paused for a second. I kept going, right? Same thing. I'm going slow. I'm not kicking super high up here. I'm kicking like over here somewhere, right? I'm not kicking. If I start kicking here, that's fine. Keep remembering, kick low, kick slow, right? So we're here, lift up, don't stop, and then kick. Wherever your foot is, that's where you kick, right? If it's down there, starts to get up a little more, great. If you can get to your bell level, that's what we want to start to get to right now. Ready, we're here, I lift up, turn, hop, throw my kick, back down. Ready, back, up, turn, hop, kick, back down. Ready, focus on fluidity. Remember, we want to get mechanics. We can do this mechanically correct. Mechanics, right? First step is what? I lift up, turn my toes, I step. But I'm going to hop, lift, kick. Now, once you get that, then go to fluidity. Now, think about this. If I'm going to be jumping and kicking you, do I want to land and then kick you? Or do I want to kick and then land? Meaning, let's say I'm going to kick this. Do I want to go, land, and then kick it? Or do I want to go kick before I land? If I'm not kicking before I land, what's the point of jumping? Why do I jump? Either to get height, so I can kick higher, right? Or if you're someone like let's say I'm here, right? And I kick and they back up. So I go, okay, they're backing up. Then I can skip forward a little bit because they're backing up already. I have that space. So then I'm jumping forward though. So if I'm doing this, why am I jumping if I'm kicking after I land? Just a cross distance, then why not just bounce up closer? Why not walk towards them? Why not run? So there's no point in jumping and using that extra energy if you're not going to kick in the air. Now we want to kick higher, right? We want to use this to help kick us in a kick higher. So think if you can, and obviously if you don't have as much space, jump up. Now here's how you jump up, right? If you focus on bringing your body forward, obviously where are you going to go? Forward. Obviously then vice versa, if you focus on bringing your body up, you go up. So, ready, watch. When I do this, I focus on not just bringing my knee up, because then I start to go forward. I want to really get my knee start to go straight vertically up. Rather than just pick my knee up, because then it starts to go like at this angle. So watch. If I just bring my knee up, see how it starts to go forward? Like this? Because all I'm doing is I'm just picking my knee up. I want to get my knee off the ground, up in the air, rather than just picking it up and then it goes forward. So I'm here. When I do that, I do go forward a little bit, right? Because I'm picking my back foot up, so I have to be going forward. But I'm bringing my knee up. Now, I use that to help swing, so that when I hop, it helps get me more height, right? So I'm here. I bring my knee up. Right now, what's the difference between this? Watch, ready? Don't look at my hands. You're going to be looking at the wrong thing. My hands might do something different that might be the exact same. Just look at my legs or my body, right? So I'm here. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Which one was higher? First or the second one? Right, let's go again. First one. Second one. They're the same height. They're not really any different. Maybe a tiny bit different. For the most part, they're the exact same height. The only difference is my bottom foot picks up. Right, so watch, when I do this, bottom foot stays on the ground. Now when I go, bottom foot picks up. So the second one will appear to be higher just because the lowest point of my body is higher up. But I don't really actually jump any higher really, maybe a tiny bit higher, right? So keep that in mind. So when we're doing this, right, what's the lowest point of my body? It should be this foot, because what I'm doing is I'm going to chamber, get this foot up, throw that kick out there. So ready, we're here, hands up, bring up, turn, hop, chamber, kick. Now, like I said, we want to start to kick in the air. So as you're doing this, get ready, stall here for a second. When you're ready, land, chamber, start to throw that kick a little bit. Notice you're not kicking high, kick low. Where am I kicking? I'm kicking about belt level, maybe a little bit higher. I'm not trying to kick in my head right now. Just kick at your belt level. Kick lower. Just get that kick before you land. So we're here. Ready? Go. Just wasn't getting that foot out. Now, how do you kick faster? Other than like trying to physically move your leg faster, right? So I'm here, right? This is gonna be super sloppy, ready? So I'm here, I kick, and I go, how do I kick faster? Well, you just move your leg faster. It's a sloppy kick, that's a bad kick, right? But think, if I focus on getting my foot out, and then it kind of drops or comes back, it's not going to be as fast because I'm focusing all my energy on going forward. Then once it goes forward, I'm just kind of like, and I'm done. So it's not going to be as fast. If I focus on getting my foot back fast, or even my hand, that's how I start to be faster. Because then I'm not ever slowing down. I'm always staying the same speed, or maybe speeding up, because then I'm focusing on getting back. So instead of getting my foot out, I'm just kind of, once I'm done, I focus on getting my foot back right away. So same thing when I'm doing like a round kick, when I'm here, right? I don't here, when I'm done, I get it back right away. So when we're here, you're trying to kick faster. You're just trying to kick so that you kick before you land. Kick low, right? And start to kick your foot back to your seat. Okay? So try and get that back right away. So it's chambered, kick, get it back right away. So we're here, ready? Let's do a couple more reps. We lift up, hop, turn, get it back. Same thing, ready? Again, hands. If you look at my hands, they're down. They're not blocking. Don't try and block. It makes it a lot harder when you have to think about that as well. Focus on your legs, your hips, and your body. Then once you have that down, then get your hands up. Ready? So we're here, right? Your hands are somewhere, just not in your way. Whatever you want to do. I like to grab my uniform if I don't know what to do with them. So I'm just here. Ready? Same thing. Go. Now if you notice that you didn't kick in the air, kick lower. Or start to think about snapping your foot back. Or think about this. If I'm kicking as fast as I possibly can, right? And I'm getting my foot back. I'm focusing on getting my foot back. I'm not getting my foot up there. What's something I probably need to start working on then? Jumping up more. Because think, I have so much time in the air to be able to get my kick in a chamber, then out, and then back before I land. So in order to do that, if I can't do it, I just increase the amount of time I'm in the air. So I'm here. So if I jump that high, that's not a lot of time, right? I want to make sure that if I jump that high, I can get my foot out there. So I'm going to make sure I jump up. How do I jump up more? I bring my knee up. That helps me swing. So we're here, right? Grabbing whatever I'm doing. I bring my knee up more. Gives me more time to be able to throw that kick out there. Okay, so let's come back. Ready? So we have our hands up this time. Let's see if we can start to add it. So we're here. Also, when you have your hands, they can also help you to turn. So watch, sometimes people do this. They want to either skip up, right? That's going to be different. People can jam that. People can jam a scissor, right? That's what we're doing as a scissor round kick. But when I do this, right, I have my knee in front at least, so if they do come forward, I could throw that kick in there. I can't really kick when I'm skipping because there isn't a foot up in front of me. I have to then bring it up and then kick. I can get jammed a little bit better. So think scissor, right? I bring it up. So now, same thing, use your arms, start to throw yourself over. So watch, I'm here, and I throw myself over. Sometimes people have trouble where they start throwing a front kick instead of a round kick. Use your arms, throw yourself. So hands come back, hands up, ready, go. Notice I'm not kicking. I'm focused on getting my body over. Maybe I'm not worried about kicking. Maybe I go, I can kick fine. I'm worried about getting my body over. So just focus on that. Don't even throw the kick. So we're here, up. Maybe you throw the kick up, maybe you don't. Ready? Here, go. Back. Get a couple reps in. Ready? Follow me, and go. Back. Not focus on your hands, focus on your body. If you have your body, your hips and your leg mechanics down, then focus on your hands. Ready? Go. Here. Remember, don't try to kick too high, because watch. Let's say I start to kick, let's say I'm kicking, right? And I'm doing this and I'm kicking like here. Okay? As I start to do higher, my body starts to what? When I kick, I start to arch, right? I have to arch to start kicking. Or I have to be more flexible, but think you're not going to get super flexible in one day, per se, right? We're just going to go from here, maybe kicking it, but then you're arching, right? So now when I'm arching, my foot isn't going to like this. My foot's not going to like that. My foot's going to want to go this way. So as I kick up higher and I arch, where does my foot go? It goes forward. So be careful. As you start to arch back, you don't want to miss your foot. Fall back on your back. That's going to hurt. So ready? Hands are up. We're here. Same thing. Scissor round kick. Ready? Go. Here. Just getting the reps in. Remember, notice, I'm not moving anywhere. Well, I'm moving a little bit. So I'm probably moving, right, here's my front foot. I'm going, barely in front of my other foot. My foot probably started here, so ready, I'll watch. Here, going barely anywhere. The only thing I have to worry about, obviously, is kicking something. So make sure you're not kicking something like TV or whatever it is that's in front of you. Back up if you need to. Right over here, hands up, and start throwing that kick in there if you're not. Ready? Go! If this is easy, you should get your hands up. If you got that down, start kicking faster. Not higher, faster. Okay? Then also make sure, loud yell. Yell when we hit something. Ready? Hands up, right? If you want it to be harder, if this is easy, you need more of a challenge, start in a cry stance. Only thing it changes is you need more of a rotation to get over. Not a lot, but a little bit more. Also, when I'm in a cry stance, I have to then what? Change my hands. My hands change to in order to block. Muay Thai stance is a little bit easier because I have both hands. I don't ever have to change until I just drop one because I'm one side in front. Ready? So we're here, hands up. Can be in a cry stance if we need a challenge. If it's a little bit hard, stay Muay Thai stance. Ready? Here, and go. Back. Same thing. Ready? And go. Back. Notice I'm backing up. Gotta create that space. Ready? And go. Come back. Ready? Loud yell. Go. Hey. Come back. Ready? And go. Hey. Come back. Ready? One more time. Ready? And go. Hey. Good. Come back. So that's our scissor round kick. Obviously, you might not be able to kick something at home. Practice, get used to it, get good at it. Right? Let's say I want to kick at my head level, and I can. I'm going to kick at my belt level. Just get good at it. Then eventually, start kicking chest level. Right? Then I'll start kicking head level when I get back here, so that I can kick like a paper or a person or a weight master. Right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have like last 5 minutes. We're going to work on application a little bit. Okay? So think about this. Back to the beginning. When you have your knee, you're bringing it up. It looks like a back leg thrust kick. I'm going to use that to set it up. So let's say I'm sparring somewhere, right here, right? And I take this leg and I kick him with it. Back thrust kick, right here, and I kick it. What's the reaction? They can have a couple different reactions. We're going to focus on just two. One reaction they can have is they can either try and hunker down, right? They just take it, they block it, and then afterwards they would come forward and punch you, whatever it is, right? Or maybe they kick you or whatever. But they're just going to take that. Okay? The other option, well, there's a few more, but the other one we're going to focus on is if you kick them, they get back up, right? I start to kick, they back up, so I miss. Okay? If they back up, that shows me that I don't want to jump up, I need to get to them. So I'm going to jump forward. If they stay still, they hunker down, I'm going to jump up. Now, they could start to jam, right? That's another option they could do, right? They jam now, and then they run in on me. So obviously I want to create more space, start to set it up more, right? Figure out ways so that they can't run in on it at that time. But we start to figure, okay, they're going to hunker down. Why? They're going to take this because they're going to run in, try and hit me afterwards. Okay, now I know I need to jump up, not cross the distance. So we're here, ready, watch. I bring my leg, I kick, I throw one kick, and I come back. Ready, I kick again. This is just figuring out, what are they doing? Are they staying still, going back? Are they running in and I go up? I need to stop that or change how I'm doing it. But all we're doing is just doing a couple kicks, kind of see, what are they doing? We're here. Now, once I'm ready and I know what they're going to do, maybe after one kick, maybe two kicks. I don't want to do too many because then they start figuring out that they'll jam, go around it, whatever it is. So like one or two kicks. Now I figure out, okay, I got to jump up, right? Or I go, they're backing up, so now I need to jump at them. So I need to cross that ground. So ready, let's do this. Facing me, your job is going to pick up, okay? You're going to pick that leg up, that back leg up, and thrust kick and then come back, okay? When you do that, throw one kick, come back. Stand tall, that's one. Ready, now, this time, we're going to say that you have to jump up. They're just going to sit there and block. So, jump up and do this. Bringing up. So instead of kicking, it's the exact same motion, but instead of throwing that kick out there, you just hop, throw that round kick out there. So ready, copy me, ready? We're going to throw that thrust kick. So right here, thrust kick, come back. Now we know they're going to hunker down because they didn't move anywhere. They just took the kick, okay? So we go, okay, jump up this time. Ready, hands up, ready, jump up and scissor round kick. Ready, go. Good, back. Let's do that one more time. So ready, thrust kick, back, ready, scissor round kick, jump up. Okay, now, Same thing, it's a little different. If you have enough room, do this. Okay, just so you get used to doing it too. If you don't have enough room where you're at, then just keep jumping straight up. Okay? But we're going to do the distance when we're crossing the distance. This is a little harder because obviously you have less time, you're not jumping as high, you have less time to be able to kick in the air. So same thing, so watch, we're going to throw our kick, they back up. That's fine. Now when you do this, instead of bringing your knee up, bring your knee forward, and then you jump at them. So be careful, if you don't have enough room, like let's say this is like my TV or whatever, I can't kick that, obviously, I'm here. I just bring my chamber up, I just understand that I'm going to kick. Right, so I start farther back, I throw my kick, right, I understand where my room is, I go, I just chamber. Just get used to doing that, okay? So that would be something of how you could apply it. There's other ways, but that would be one way that you could start to apply it. As you start throwing that thrust kick, use that to get up and then throw that round kick. All right, ready? Chariot, Kyung-in. Good job, guys. Thanks for joining me.